Greetings and solicitations. We pulled the head off the Norton today. Quite an adventure, and you'll see the video following this. I did do an introductory video before I started, but it somehow disappeared. So this is the introduction after the fact. The video starts with a time lapse. I thought I'd try a time lapse video to see what that looks like. It's kind of cool, a little fast. I may figure a way to slow it down, but about the first 40 minutes of what we did is compressed into a very short time in time lapse. After that, the subsequent videos are at normal speed. So we had a lot of fun taking the head off, found some interesting things, and here comes the video. Okay, it's, what is it? It's
8:25.
8:25, so about 40 minutes work so far. And we've got the engine completely exposed. Coils are off, carbs are off, exhaust system is off, head steady's off, oil lines off. At this point in time, we're actually ready to lift the head off the bike. So that's pretty fast. So that's what we're going to do next. All right, it's just before 9 o'clock. The head is now off the bike. Have a little bit of carbon buildup. Haven't turned this over yet. And the head's over here. We'll pull the valves out of it now. Push rods. This is a special tool used for undoing this rear bolt because you nut off that rear stud. Boy, if you don't have that, you can't take it off. That's a really important special tool. Carbs are over here. Coils, exhaust systems on the wall. So we'll take the valves out now and take a look, see what we see. All right, I did a little cleanup on the face of the head. We've not disassembled it yet. I used a little S100 and a steel brush just to clean it off so we can take a really good eyeball on what we've got so far. This is the left side here. This is your left intake, and you might notice a little bit of shiny bit right here. That's interesting. Of course, there's just a tiny little shiny bit over there on the right side too, but just interesting, nothing, no smoking gun yet. Okay, let's go back over here to the motor, to the engine, excuse me, to the jugs and pistons. They look brand new. I mean, whoever put this together, it was very recent. Not much carbon, all wiped off with a paper towel, frankly. This is the left side, and there is a little indication that the valve hit the piston at least a couple of times. And right side's pretty good shape. They're 20 over. And we're going to take the valves out of the head now and take a look and see what we see. Well, I've been working on too many triumphs lately. I forgot that the rocker arms have to come out before we can pull the valves out. So just for the heck of it, we washed the head down with S100, which is a cleaner you can get, look in any of your motorcycle magazines, go to your friendly local motorcycle shop or buy it online, S100. Spray it onto a cold engine and wash it off with cold water, and it is magic. We did that just because it gives us a nice, clean, degreased head assembly to work with. And we have to clean it anyway sooner or later, so we might as well clean it before we take it apart to make it easier to handle. So we're going to pull the rocker arms out now, and that takes a special tool. This is the special tool. And let's see if I can turn this just a little bit here. Would you? Yeah, there you go. This guy has 2 pins that fit into these 2 holes, like that. Then this shaft goes in and gets screwed into the rocker arm shaft. Very good, nice and tight. Yeah. And then this nut goes down and pulls the shaft out. Go ahead and do that. That's probably about a 3/4, maybe 5/8. Let's see. 5/8? No.
What size is that?
11/16. No? Well, that's surprising.
Bigger yet.
All right, 3/4 it is. 3rd time's the charm. Okay. Yeah, tighten that down and pull the shaft out. That's okay, just go ahead. Don't break free. There you go. And so you're going to pull this shaft all the way into the tool, so you've got a long way to go.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, this came out.
you turned
Okay,
that.
didn't. Yeah, that didn't get turned. Yep, understood.
So
Yep. Got to hold that as well.
½ inch. Nope. 9/16. All right, so use that to hold back.
Yep.
Take it in.
Yep.
Let's get it. That should be good. Go ahead and use this one now to do a pull out. And you can just dangle that one or something. And it broke free. All right, I'm going to stop this and resume when you pull it out.
Okay.
Okay, the first rocker shaft is out. Here it is sticking out of the tool. So we just take that off and put it aside. On the rocker arm shaft, the spring is in here. There's a flat washer on this side, I think, and possibly a flat washer over here. We're going to find out when we pull this out. We're going to take this out now, okay? And watch things go sprawling. I'm going to continue to video while Kevin takes the sprawling chance. Is there a flat washer on that side? Right there?
Yeah, hang on. Can you get it?
Yep, there it is. Okay,
Yep.
so the flat washer's off of this side. This side has a spring washer and possibly another flat washer. Okay, we did a sprawling. And here it is.
Yeah.
I think right here.
Yeah, I thought it went in there.
Okay.
Cool.
So flat washer, spring washer, flat washer on this side. And put all that over there.
Yep.
We'll put it together. It's actually not a critical situation, but we'll put all that stuff together. Put this shaft over there with it. And we'll do the next couple, 3. All right, we've got all 4 rocker shafts and rocker arms off. They're back here lined up nicely. Now all the parts are kept together, so they'll go back together. Special tool here, a holding wrench for the end. We changed to a gear wrench for taking out for the adjusting nut. That went a lot faster. And frankly, we cheated. We used the impact tool with a really deep well 3/4 inch socket, which took that shaft out almost all the way, then finished up with the gear wrench. The rocker arms are here. We'll go over where the springs and flat washers go when we put it back together, but they are specific. Interestingly, this engine was using one of the old fire ring gaskets. It's fiber with a metal ring around the center. I don't remember those as being stock in '75. but we'll put in a copper gasket. I think these fell out of favor, but I don't know why. So I've got copper gaskets when we put it back together. So anyway, we're ready now to go ahead and pull the valves out, now that we've got the rockers out of the way. And we'll do that next. Okay, so we've compressed that spring, and the retainers, the keepers are free. We've got those on the magnet. This is handy. I installed this light years ago just for this one job. So I have lots of light on pulling the valves out. So at this point, we're gonna put these over here. We're gonna release the pressure and pull that valve out. Okay, the valves are all out of the head. The left intake goes here, exhaust, right intake. Here is the left intake valve. Give it just a little bit because I want to show the difference in shine on the edge. See the difference in shine on the edge? And now we're going to try to show you the wobble. See it wobbling? Oh, that's pretty graphic. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with the right-hand valve now so you have a comparison. No.
Other way.
No? Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Now, hold this.
Hold
and
on.
turn that.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. That's
there
good.
it is.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so here's the other intake. Go ahead and do that. And other than a little bit of shine there, notice that there's no wobble. So this valve is just fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take this head up to my head guy. He's actually, he repairs and restores vintage aircraft engines. I'm going to have him take a thousandths off the head to flatten it out. And I'll get a brand new intake valve here. And I'll have him lap in all 4 valves. You know, you might as well lap them all in. And then we'll put it back together as soon as we get the head back. So that's where we are. We actually found a bent valve. And kind of cool. Let's see, what time is it now? We started at about 7:40 or so. And it's 10:30 or so. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 hours. It's not bad to take a head apart. Matter of fact, it's pretty good. The fun part is putting it back together, of course. That takes longer. That's where we are. Say hi to Kevin.
Morning, morning.
Okay. And we're going to call it a day. All right, here sits the head, cleaned up with S100, completely disassembled. These are the bits and pieces and parts and nuts and bolts and spacers and washers that were necessary to take out of the bike in order to take the head off of the engine. All of these I spent about an hour cleaning with on the wire wheel. So all the parts are cleaned, all the parts are inventoried, all the parts are here. I will now put these in individual Ziploc bags so I don't have to separate them again. And once again, I'm going to take the head to a machinist to be cleaned with a soda blaster, a vapor blaster, and I'll buy a new valve. This is the one that's bent, and a new valve guide, because apparently if you bend a valve, you're also damaged the guide. So I'll have him install the new guide and the new valve and reseat all 4 valves at the same time. That's about it. We're at a stopping point now. I'm going to go order valve guide, and gasket set for the head, and put the bike aside for a while. It's been a very good day.